Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I'm going to put in the topic for today. I'm going to pin it. And then we're going to get started real quick. Okay, so let me clean off. We are going to be using the whiteboard today. So if you need to take notes, get your notepad together, your iPad, pen, your own whiteboard, whatever you need to take notes, because we are going to be talking about a lot of stuff. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, Tony. Welcome. The topic is at the bottom. What we will be talking about today is Wednesday, so it's esthetician education. Hey Leslie, how are you? Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. How are you, my dear? Hello, Curly. All I see right now is Curly because it's in front of the screen, but welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, Curly. Welcome. She said, very good. And you? I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. There's a lot going on, but other than that, I've just been, staying next to the news of what's going on my people texting me. And then, just being very excited to hear everything. Yes! She said, how's business going for you? It's going actually really good. I've gotten booked up. I have a few spots left for tomorrow, and then some spots left for Friday, and then my Sunday is almost full. Hey Browse, bye Lauren, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Hey Trenro, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. And then that's one of the announcements which I'm going to get into, is that I did send out product today. So because of everything being so uncertain, hi you guys, thanks for joining, coming in. Because of things being so uncertain, I'm just going to put some socks on. Every time I get an order, I'm either going to ship it out the next day or that day. I asked the post office guy today, I was like, you guys plan on being open? He's like, as far as we know, it was completely empty in there, but so if you do order, I'm getting it out right away. So usually I send out, products on Thursdays, but now it's every day. Now it is every day. Hey, Soul Beautiful Skin, how are you? I think I'm saying it right. Tamara. How are you? Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Okay. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. I just sent out an email saying that, hey Khadijah, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome back. So I wasn't actually going to talk about retail today. That wasn't what was on the schedule, but because of what's going on, and I've talked to quite a bit of estheticians that are a little concerned about their practice. On my timeline, there's been estheticians who've been saying, hey, I'm closing. And there's been estheticians saying that, I'm staying open. These are my hours. So I thought, and this was on Sunday, I decided to do this, but as the days have gone on, I'm glad I did. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm glad that I did this because I think this is going to be helpful for estheticians who don't have retail or haven't really put much thought into it and are having to close down. Orange County doesn't know what they're doing as far as closing down. We've gotten so many different things in the past 24 hours, but I know some of you in other states are required to shut down, and then some that aren't required but are just supposed to take safety measures. And so, or you have clients that are not booking with you or out of fear, which is, understandable. and you're like, I still need to make income. So what I wanted to do today is really go into retail and why you need it, and then how to set up online, because that's what I do. I sell in the salon, but also on social media and online. So I'm going to go through the announcements. If it's your first time at the Waxing Show, I go through announcements, I go through the intro, and then we get into content. So the first announcement is the mini course that is open for estheticians is still open for enrollment. I am not changing the date unless something happens. It's going to open up for April 15th. You can enroll right now. And actually, it would have been great to have it right now because, people are at home. But by April 15th, you can still sit down and do, the work. It's just about attracting clientele. It's a 15-day course, and you get, it used to be one video every 3 days, but now I have like a ton of videos that you get every 3 days, focusing on setting up your price list, which that was supposed to be today's topic, but obviously we're not talking about price lists. I'm going to probably do it next week, or if something comes up with this whole virus thing, I may change next week's topic as well. Hey, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, Sydney. Welcome. But yeah, so it goes into price lists. It goes into following up with your clients, how to do that correctly without annoying them, and also getting them on your books, how to network with other professionals and people on Instagram. Some things I did, everything I've done to really, build clientele. Also, I talk about my chamber experience, joining the Chamber of Commerce, and there's different things on there. So if you're interested in checking that out, you can click link in the bio, and then it's the last button, and then it's the second button. And right now it's almost half off. It's $597. I think I'm gonna leave it like that for a while, just because I know that. Hey Kendra, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I know that, finances are tight for some. Second announcement is, I already talked about it, but bring it up again for those who just joined. I sent out exfoliating pads, the acne ingrown pads, today. So if you had an order, everything's out. I'm going to continue to do this every single day as I get orders, because I don't know when the post office is going to shut down. Hey Nicole, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So yeah, every day I'm going to the post office, submitting orders. And then if you do purchase products like PCA or SkinScript, those are drop shipped. So as soon as you order, it gets shipped out. Like I had an order on Monday. The order came in, I was talking to the client, and then within an hour, we had the tracking number. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, SB Aesthetics. Here, I love it. You look so pretty. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you. Yeah, so that is the announcements. So I'm gonna do the intro, and then we're gonna get ready into content. So welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. And so you remember, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I am Becca, your pro waxer and skin therapist since 2010. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, and ingrowns through full body waxing and chemical peels in Orange County, California. I have my own product line, which is my exfoliating pads. I have the acne and ingrown pads, which I have right here. And then the fruit enzyme pads that have been sold in the US, the UK, Canada, and the UAE. They are chemical exfoliants. They're good for face and body and great for sensitive skin. I also help estheticians start their own product lines, start their own salon suite, help them attract clients, as well as improve their waxing technique. Different ways I do that is through my ebooks, courses, classes, and my Instagram lives, which is the 3B Waxing Show. So welcome and thank you for being here. I hope you find this information valuable. If you want to stay connected with me, you do want to grab the Attract Clients freebie that I have. If you click the link in the bio, last button, and then it's the first button. And that is where I send out when I go live. So if you guys just got an email, you're already on the email list saying that I'm going live and this is what I'm talking about. I've gotten a lot better at getting on top of that. So Yeah, that's how you stay connected. If you know anyone who can use this information, especially other estheticians, because I don't know if you guys are in some of these groups, but people are really freaking out. And so, if you know anyone who can use this information, please share it. And then I do have a special offer at the end of today's show. All right. So, hey Jamie, how are you, love? How are you? Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So, getting into the topic of why you need to retail again. Hey, prospect boss, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Again, I was saying this earlier. This is the reason why I wanted to, talk about retail and stuff is because, one, I've been looking at, these Facebook groups I'm in with estheticians freaking out because they're having to close. Again, Orange County isn't really even clear. We've had a few things come out. Also, a lot of estheticians have reduced their hours, and they need to start focusing on retail. And so I wanted to, explain why it's important to have retail, and then how to set it up online. Hey, Bridget, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So, the first reason, and if you're taking notes, will I take notes for this part? Yeah, well, because I love taking notes. So grab your notepad or pen, whatever you're taking notes with, and let's get into it. So, the first reason why you need to have retail, and you need to start considering it if you don't already, is emergencies, our current situation. This is like a crazy thing that's happening, and it doesn't happen often, but there's other things that can happen in your personal life. So, if you have kids and they wind up being sick and you can't come into work, or any type of emergency, really, your building gets shut down. I've known of an esthetician where the suites that she was renting from, they had a water problem, and so she couldn't be in there and couldn't take clients. She said, "Thanks, lady. We need this gym and massage shut down in Newport." Oh no. Yeah, they I was gonna ask you. Actually, that was my plan to text you. I know another gym that someone we know, their gym is shut down, and we got conflicting information, but it's all good. We're gonna retail and it'll be all fine. So that way for the next emergencies we'll be good. But yeah, there's other emergencies that happen that I think is very important for us to realize. Like, we may not be able to use our hands all the time or be present to make money or to, to run our business. So we do need to find ways to do that. So that's the first one. So the second one is the extra income without adding a service or time. So some of you guys are booked, and that's really good. Like, you may be back to back with, I know we have Jamie owns a gym, but we also have estheticians where you're booked back to back, or even if the gym is back to back. But there's always good to have ways to make extra money where you don't have to add time. So it's great to have add-ons. I think estheticians and people should always have add-ons, because people do want to add on. People always ask to add on, let me add on an underarm if they're coming in for a Brazilian, or a stomach strip, or those kind of things. But that does take your time. So a good thing to have, a reason why you want to have retail is because it's going to up your ticket. So just an example, if you come in to me for a Brazilian, that you're coming in for the amount of the Brazilian, but if you're grabbing pads, you're increasing that. So the Brazilian is 68, and then if someone's coming in to get your product or pads, at least in my case, pads are 40, that puts me at $100 ticket, and I didn't have to do another service, because $40 service would be a underarm adding on, and then maybe an eyebrow, and that takes about That's going to add another 45 minutes to the service, because I leave 30 minutes for brow. So you need it as an add-on. And then the next one is if you have your own product, or if you're thinking about, okay, I want to have my own product. And the benefit on why you want to do that is because you want to, like, it's going to help your brand. A good thing is, like, you can only go to 3B Waxing to get 3B Waxing exfoliating pads. Start thinking about, like, if you don't have products, like, what kind of products do I want to have that actually has my brand on it, where people only come to me for it. It builds brand loyalty, so it's that kind of thing. The other one I wanted to mention, the other reason why, is that it's super easy. And when I say easy, I'm talking more in relation to drop shipping. I'm writing all this down, but what you can do, because I know it's backwards, is you can screenshot it and then in your camera roll just flip it. So I have that here. Drop shipping is very easy to do. I drop ship PCA and Skin Script. Some of you have purchased those products and then, they've been shipped really fast. I was telling you how I just did a drop shipping order on Monday. That makes it easy if you don't want to have your own products and those kind of things. It's just easy. I mean, you can drop ship all kinds of things. So for those of you who aren't estheticians, there's so many different things that you can drop ship. But for sure, Skin Script's a really good one, because Skin Script only sells to estheticians, and then they are quick with their shipping. So that's one of the things, is it makes it easy. And the most important thing that I want to, so the first four are kind of like things that are beneficial to you as the provider, as the business owner, and that kind of thing. Number 5 is why it's beneficial for your clients. I mean, the other ones are also beneficial to your clients as well. But this one really, is a good one for your clients. You're helping them improve their results at home. So people want to know how to keep up their services at home. People want to know what they should be exfoliating with, what sunscreens to use after a facial. People want to know, what kind of routines they should have. They want product suggestions. And so you're doing them a disservice, basically. This is a good way to think about it, is that you're doing a disservice if you don't offer a product, or if you don't give suggestions. So say you don't have retail right now, but you give suggestions, that's great. But a good way to start thinking is like, oh, I can help them better if I can provide them with what they need. And also a good thing is, like, not everyone can come see you. Like, my products have been sold, I would say the US, the UK, Canada, and the UAE. And people message me all the time, then saying, oh, I wish I could come to your salon. I don't live in California. But they'll order, pads to help their skin, or do a skin consultation. So, somebody may want to get your expertise and those kind of things, and really like who you are and want to do business with you, but they're not in town to do it. So that's when you have retail. So those are the 5 reasons of why you need retail. So now we're going to go into what you need to set up your retail online. Any questions about the why? All right, let me put this up, and if you need to screenshot it and flip it, set it here. You just screenshot it, and then I'm like 90% sure it works to flip it. Flip it on your camera roll when you edit it. All right. Okay. So now what you need. Okay, so this is obviously the way that you are going to collect payments. You need a payment processor. So I'm going to put one payment processor. And if you're just starting out, Cash App and Venmo are okay. People do, use those and are okay with using them. The great thing about Cash App and Venmo, quick, easy. A lot of people have them. They're used to dealing with Cash App and Venmo. They don't take fees, at least from what I've known and what I've heard. I do take Cash App and Venmo, and I haven't had any fees taken out. There's one person who told me that in Venmo, is a certain amount, sometimes you can get some fees. But so far, I haven't heard like, oh, if you use these, you get fees. It's great for starting out. For long term, I wouldn't say that Venmo and Cash App are the best, because that means you need to be present. Hey, Flower Power, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. It means that you need to be present when you are selling product. I guess you don't have to be present unless you just have your, okay, this is my Cash App, send me the Cash App, and then I will send you the product when I see it. So not technically, you don't have to be present. So it is a good way. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, Smitten. But long term, I don't think that is the best way to do it all the time, but it's great starting. Another one you can think about using, I'll just write these out, and then I'll do one with some notes underneath, and then erase it, and then keep going. Hopefully that's helpful. So I'll say we have Cash App. I used to not really like Cash App, just because I just was like, no, I don't want to do Cash App. But actually, I'm pretty cool with Cash App now. Okay, another one is I use this one more for my digital products, but it's called Gumroad. I've been using that. And then the one I've been using since I started 3B is Squarespace. So we have Cash App, Venmo, and so the great thing about these, there's no fees. The great one about this is that the only fee is so you could do a monthly subscription with them, or you can do as somebody pays, a percentage comes out for the fees. So that might be good if you don't want to do the subscription amount. Another great thing about this is you set it all up, and then people see it and buy from it, and then you get an email like, oh, you have an order. So it's kind of just on its own, automatic. I use this right now for mostly my digital products. So if you've purchased one of my digital products, you've either gone through Gumroad or Squarespace, and the good thing is it will send it to you after you purchase. For physical products, it will send you an email, and then you just know to ship it out. I've been using Squarespace since I started. It is a little bit of a higher price point. It's like $147, $170. I can't remember the exact number, but it's in the hundreds a year for a year subscription. But I believe I get unlimited products that I can post. You can put the pictures on there, the descriptions. You can do add-ons. With Squarespace, there's a lot of things you can do with it. And then you can have your own domain. So the website in general, I have my own domain. And then I have like spots where you can purchase physical products. You can purchase digital products. I would say that I like Squarespace the best out of all of these. But depending on where you're starting, of getting products, you may need to start with Cash App and Venmo, which is totally fine. But this is a good way, especially things that you can set up now, if you're not working or in the salon. this is a good thing that you can set up to start receiving payment. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, Millie. So wait, let me put this up here. And if you need to take a screenshot of it, flip it. This way you don't have to remember to take notes. Okay, we'll do number 2 and then I'll reset. Okay, so this is one I talked to an esthetician just recently in my DMs when we were talking about retailing. Is your email list. So like I was saying earlier, if you get on the Attract Clients freebie, you're on my email list. And that's where I let you know when I go live. That's also where I let you know different tips. And I also give offers about different things going on. So I'll probably do the offer about the product line video series, which I'm going to offer it at the end of this live. But the second one is your email list. So I've been talking to estheticians a lot about this in the past few days, is email list. Some of you don't have email lists, but you have consultation forms. So start extracting those emails from the consultation form and then put them in MailChimp. Or you can just email one by one if you don't want to even deal with a system right now. And just let people know, like, hey, I do have your email from the consultation form. I hope it is okay. I can email you with skin and wax tips and what's going on with the salon. Please let me know if it's not okay for me to have your email list or your email. Some things about, I'm looking at my notes right now. So I put under email list, I put it's first of all, it's a good way to communicate. So in general, I'm always emailing someone on my list. So I have a lot of people that I serve. Basically, I have 3 businesses inside of 3B Waxing. I have people who purchase products from me, and though that group of people are people who purchase products, they want more skin routine information. They're likely to book a skin consultation over the phone. It may be someone I see coming in, they get a skin consultation, but those people. Then I have people who are interested in my services. So the services that when you come in and you get a wax or a facial or a chemical peel, those people. And then I also have people who are estheticians, like today is esthetician education. And, they want, information about attracting clients, improving their waxing technique, helping with following up, and those kind of things. So I have learned, at first it was overwhelming to have one big list, and I was sending out information about everyone or everything to everyone. And I realized if you are coming to get services from me, you're really not going to be that interested in how to improve your wax technique or how to improve your business. Now, there is some overlap. Like, you may be all 3, because I do have estheticians who get services from me, who want to learn from me, and who get product from me. But for the main reason, the majority of people, I have to segment it. So if you're I know that's kind of like a little advanced, but if you, more than likely, if you're an esthetician, you probably are just talking to people who purchase products from you or people who come in to get services from you. So the first thing you really want to focus on with your email list is communicating and not so much selling right away. Hey, Deanna. Welcome to the 3 Waxing Show, girl. Good to see you. So we already went over why to retail, and then we're going over what you need. So the first one was a payment processor. We went over 4 different things that you need. Then now we're talking about email lists. Thank you so much. Thank you. Email list, and then communicating. So say you haven't been doing anything with your emails, or you haven't even made one, but you're like, okay, I have some time with this whole quarantine thing. I'm going to, make an email list and start doing it. So I gave you your first email that you need to send. You need to be like, hey, is it okay that I put you on this? This is what I plan on emailing you. The next email should not be a selling email, or you selling really anything. You can have offers in your email, but it has to be so much value and so much information that it doesn't seem like, oh, all these emails are just going to be selling emails. Yeah, because right now everyone's getting bombarded with a bunch of coronavirus emails. So our business is trying to help you. Like, everyone's getting those emails. So having like a fun email or something with good information is going to be like, oh, let me see what's going on. Because it seems like a lot of people need to be distracted with the positive, because there is a lot of negative. So communicate. Also, what I mean by that is talk about different things about your services. What I found out recently is that people who were coming into me, they didn't even know that I offered other services, as in like facials, or I do a underarm detox. They didn't even know that. And some of them weren't even on my list. I was like, have you not been getting my emails of what's going on? They're like, no, I haven't. Now, I will say, you do want to get their permission. When I first started, I would take their email, put it in, manually put it into MailChimp, put their name in, and do it. First of all, that took so much time, especially when you're doing 20 of those at one time. So I had to do that. Then I had to do my thank you cards. It was a stressful process. Then I learned that in Acuity, you can pull a report that it basically puts everyone's services, their name, their email into an Excel sheet. And you can pull a report for certain dates. And then when you do that, you can import that into MailChimp. So I started doing that. Hey, Clarity, I'm Spa. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome. Yes, girl, just did that this week as far as updating. Yes! Okay, perfect. Good. Yeah, it just saves you so much time, right? So, you can do that. Then, I still use MailChimp for some landing pages that I have. So if you grab like the exfoliating freebie, or the skincare kit freebie, that goes straight to MailChimp. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, Kill. That goes straight to MailChimp. But I also use ConvertKit now, because I was saying earlier how I service 3 different groups. Hey, Kaylee, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I service, people who purchase products, people who come in for services, and estheticians. So I had to segment it, and you can segment it in MailChimp, but I just find it's a lot easier to segment it in ConvertKit. And so now, if somebody books an appointment with me in Acuity, they can choose to be on the email list. Hey, X-Hope. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. And then another way that people automatically get onto the email list is through Squarespace. So that was one of the ones I mentioned that is really good for a payment processor. Is one of my favorites. when you have retail, Squarespace. There's a, so I used to have it automatically do it, but I wind up changing it to where they can choose to be on it or not. But then you also have, if somebody orders something from me, they may choose not to be on the email list, but I will have their email. So if I ever want to follow up with them to see how they're liking the product and that kind of thing, you have that email. So email list to communicate. And if you don't have an email list or don't use MailChimp, you can just old school it and communicate through email or text, as long as you're communicating. Let me see, what else did I have about that? I know I kind of went, we talked about not selling right away. I'm gonna put some of the notes I put under here is be of value. So think about the questions that you get asked and use those as content for your emails. And then also, what has helped me a lot with my emails is my personality. And my stories. I usually just talk about what's going on in my life, what's happening, you know, and I sound like I do when I'm talking. So sometimes I'll have my husband edit my stuff. I'll say it's kind of a nightmare because I'm not a writer. He's editor. And so say it sounds, you type just like how you talk. And for me, I think that's great. I think it's a compliment because people can hear my voice even when they're gone. So like they know, they're like, I've had people come in and say, I heard your voice during this, or I can just picture your voice saying this stuff when I read it. So that's kind of the point, and that's I found very helpful. Hey, dark SD flower, welcome to the 3B waxing show. So this is the second one. So you can screenshot it, flip it. And then I'll put the two systems that I use. I'll just write them out. MailChimp and ConvertKit. And I think MailChimp's good starting out for my estheticians. If they, there you go. Is great for my esthetician starting out because it's free up to 2,000 contacts. I still haven't hit 2,000, even though I have a lot of it's because I have ConvertKit as well. But I still haven't hit 2,000. And I've been doing it. I'm on and off with adding people, but consistently using Squarespace since 2017. So I would say start with MailChimp. ConvertKit it's easier to use. I like it now because I can send emails from my phone. It's just sending emails from MailChimp when I'm doing it from my phone is a lot harder. Like the way it's set up is not that easy as it is in ConvertKit. And so I thought about, I just want to go to MailChimp because it's, free. ConvertKit, I believe it's $29. It comes out of my bank every month. I think it's $29 for 0 to 1,000 subscribers. But the one reason I like ConvertKit is because I can segment easier, and I can write emails faster. You can segment in MailChimp, so I have done that in the past. I've gone one-on-one and tagged people who have come in for facials, who are interested in Brazilian waxing. I just add them a tag to them, professionals, and then you can do an automatic tag in MailChimp as well, just like you can in ConvertKit. I just feel like MailChimp, they could update a lot of their stuff. but they do offer for free, so that is a positive. So you just gotta decide, I definitely say if you are just starting out with your email list, MailChimp, you have the time. And since people are quarantined, this is a good time to learn, MailChimp and stuff like that. One of my goals while all this is going on is to clean up my MailChimp. I want to learn how to delete people, how I can in ConvertKit. So, Corinne, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Hope I said that right. In ConvertKit, I recently deleted, I think it was like 600 subscribers. And what I did was, you can actually find it online. I think I sent an email about it, me doing it, but teaching estheticians on how to do it. I think I did. But what I did was I saw the people, you can like look up who hasn't opened up your emails in the past like 30 days or something. It's something like that. And then I tagged them, and then I sent out an email to them like, hey, if you no longer want to see my emails or stuff like that, you will be deleted. If you want to stay on, click this link. And the link kept them on, and it untagged them from being somebody who didn't read my emails. And then I went back like after, I think it was like after a week, and then I deleted them. I feel like I have something on my lip. But, yeah, so I hope that makes sense. So over the course of this time, I'm going to figure out how to clean it up well with MailChimp. Any questions about email lists or about the payment processor? We talked about the payment processor, the ones to use, Cash App, Venmo, Gumroad, and Squarespace, and then email list, to communicate, be of value, show your personality, tell a story, and then you can use MailChimp and ConvertKit. So any questions? I'm going to reset. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. And so you remember, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I am Becca, your pro waxer and skin therapist since 2010. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, ingrowns through full body waxing and chemical peels in Orange County, California. I have my own product line, which is my exfoliating pads that have been sold in the US, the UK, Canada, and the UAE. I also help estheticians start their own product line, start their own salon suite, help them attract clients, and help them improve their wax technique. You can stay connected with me by grabbing the Attract Clients freebie. You can click the link in the bio, go to the last button and then the first button, and that will get you on the email list to know when I go live on Wednesdays about esthetician education. But I also go live for the 3B Waxing Show on Tuesdays about products. Yesterday we talked about products and ingredients. We talked about the acne ingrown pads and the glycolic ingredients. I'm in the process of getting that onto YouTube. It's taken a little bit. Wednesdays is esthetician education, Thursdays is Q&A, and then Fridays are all about waxing. If you know this information would be valuable to your fellow Esty or someone you know who's an esthetician, please send it over. This is going to be very helpful for them, especially right now, what we're facing as estheticians and as business owners. Yeah, and then I have a special offer at the end. Hey, the Vanity Box Cosmetics, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. She said, is ConvertKit easy to use? Yes, it is very easy to use. That's why really I haven't gotten rid of it, to be honest, because I'm like, oh, really, I could just move all those people to MailChimp and it'll be free instead of $29.99. I think it's $29.99. I'm pretty sure that's the amount. But it's just so easy. Today, I'm sure you got my email from saying that I'll be live. So all I did was clicked, okay. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I'll explain. So I went to broadcast under ConvertKit, and then I chose I have the 5 ways to attract clients. So if you get on that email list, you're on there. I think you're on Salonti. And then I hit the free follow-up course that I have, and it's going to email all those people. I just click the next one, started in the next page goes into writing your email, and then the next page you just send it out. With MailChimp, I have to, so it doesn't have it where you can segment. Well, okay, it does have it where you can segment, but it's just different. So what you have to do is you go into your email list, tag who you want, make your subject line and all that, but it's all on, like, it's almost like different steps, if that makes sense. It's like you have to put your subject line here, who is coming from here. Then you have to go through their different layouts each time and then go into there. I will say the good thing about MailChimp is that you can put pictures inside the email, and it like makes it look pretty. ConvertKit, like I sent an email yesterday with a picture review, and it kind of looked out of place, honestly. But MailChimp has like different layouts, so that is cool. But then you go to the layout, and then I find that typing in there it's just difficult, even on the computer. But I definitely think if you are starting out, hey, Mo Lewis, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome. If you are just starting out with an email list, I think MailChimp is way to go. And like, I send out a lot of emails. You know, if it came down to it, I would just figure out a way to just schedule them in MailChimp. And that's what I did when I first started, was I scheduled a month in advance. But now, since I'm sending so many, and like, I like the freedom of just sending when I want to go live. And I think I'm going to do that if we're going to be quarantined for a while. And I've done this before, where I just, I want to go live. Let me just send it real quick and go. Instead of like, okay, let me sit down, think about it, and like maneuver and all that. So, ConvertKit, yes, is worth the money. But if you're just starting out and you are, if you are just sending it to the clients that you serve and aren't really, doing other things with it, then I think MailChimp is okay. It saves money, and that's what's important too. All right. Good question. So I'm going to go to number 3. The third thing on what you need to retail is you need social media. And you need to be posting. You need to be posting. I have on my notes talk about international. When I say my introduction, I say I have sold my products in the US, the UK, Canada, and the UAE. I have been able to do that because of Instagram and because the reach I've had from social media and the internet. You'll be surprised who is watching your Instagrams. And welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. You lied? Hopefully I said that right. Welcome. We're going over why you need retail and what you need to set it up online. Yuli, thank you. Well, welcome, Yuli, to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome. So I'm going on to the third one of what you need to set up your retail online. Social media. And I was talking about how being international, I've been able to sell internationally because of social media. So posting, you can decide what works for you and what works for your audience and what works for your time. Posting helps. And it doesn't even matter how many likes you get, because people will still purchase from you with likes. I think my last 10 posts have gotten under 100 likes altogether. And hey, Nicole, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. They've gotten under 100 likes altogether, and I still get DMs and purchases and stuff like that. How you set up shipping for international? So right now, I just do it normal, and I think you're asking about the payment part. So this is something we talked about in number 1 is everything goes through Squarespace. And with Squarespace, you can put in the shipping for different states. I put in a flat. I think I put in a flat. I think this is what I have right now. Is a flat $4.99 for shipping in the U.S. And then for different states or different countries, you can put in the amount on the back end. So then when they purchase and they put their information, it'll charge them. Now, what I've been doing is because I haven't completely gotten it right all the time about how much it is to ship. Like, say it'll be $15 and I will have charged them $10. I don't go back and be like, hey, I need another $5 for shipping. I just take the L. It's not really an L, but I eat the cost. I eat the cost because I really want to say that I have shipped out of the country and I want to have more clients out of the country. Hey, Bo. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome. So that is what I do. When I talked to the guy at the post office, he actually said that a lot of business owners do that. They'll just eat the cost for a while. And then once I get it figured out, I up it. Once I get the country figured out. Because I've done the UK a few times. The first time I lost not a lot of money, but I lost a good amount of money. Because I think I charged them the regular amount, which was like $5. And it wound up being $15. But I was like, I really want to send it out to the UK. I don't care. So then I upped the price. And now the UK, whenever I send it to the UK, it matches now. I hope that is helpful. Hope that is helpful for you. The weight, you can, in Squarespace, you can actually figure out the weight amount, like the shipping amount and the weight and stuff like that. I don't. Everything kind of evens out for me, but if you want to be that particular, you can with Squarespace. Hope that answers your question. So we talked about what you need to sell retail. You need payment processor. We went into a few things like that, which I'm going to leave this up. So if you need to go back, I took notes on the whiteboard. You can take a picture of it and then flip it because it's going to be opposite for you. You need your email list. If you haven't been taking email lists or emails, or if you haven't even been inputting them, get them from the forms that they fill out, or just text them, hey, can I put you on an email list? I would like to give you information about waxing and tips and how to improve. Hey, Ben. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So, third one, social media. Go live. This is a great time to go live. Well, I go live anyways, but this is a good time to go live. I know I was talking with another esthetician. I've been talking to a lot of estheticians in the past 5 days because it's kind of been a little bit of a freak out. Hey, Charles. Welcome back to the 3B Waxing Show. Hey. And somebody was telling me recently, they're like, oh, I don't want to go live. Going live is great. Like, showing what you do, but also like just talking like I do on a whole show, but right now is a really good time. Hey, I'm Massage for LA. How are you? Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome back. Yeah, so social media. Any questions about the social media? Then I'm gonna do the last one. I have 2 more points. And then, so those of you just joined, we are talking today about why you need to retail and then what you need to retail. Because right now is a time where businesses are closing down. and you need to offer something to your clients, and you also need income. So we talked about why. The why I gave 5, and I'll leave this up if you want to go back. But it's not just because of the current situation and emergencies. There's other benefits. Why? One of them was it's helping your clients with their results at home. But yeah, there's multiple benefits. And now we're going into what you need. We talked about payment processor, email list. We went into what tools to use. A big one is MailChimp to use if you're just starting out. And if you are working on building an email list right now, during this time of, chilling, then MailChimp will be really good because it's free, and then you can spend some time figuring it out. Because I did say ConvertKit is easier to use, but MailChimp is free. Social media, we talked about, that's how I was able to sell internationally. You definitely want to start posting about your products. And this is like what you need to advertise it and get it sold. There's so much that goes into the product, and I know there's so many people do it. So I'm saying what you need to like start selling your product. And your product can be, we talked about, you can do drop shipping. You can do drop right now today. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I think that's Nat Tone Diva. Sorry if I'm messing that up. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, though. Because one of the things I mentioned is drop shipping. You could drop ship products today. Skin Script's a good one for estheticians. You just need your license and send it over. And I think you should send over your seller's permit. I've sent it over. Yeah, you do, because you don't want to pay the taxes twice. So you could drop ship today and email your clients. We talked about you're not selling right away. You're just communicating what products you like and what you think that will help them, and then post on social media about those products, and then start getting sales and drop ship. So you're not even having to take in inventory. And if you're not an esthetician, there are people who drop ship products. Like they'll have their own products, but they can drop ship and connect with you that kind of way. So there's always options. But the last one is, this one is, it may seem simple, but it really does matter. I have learned this. This is something that my business coach talked to me about last year. And I realized, well, she was right. When my products are pretty, people are more likely to, purchase. So you want to get better at your pictures. And I'm going to give some information about improving your pictures for your products that have helped me out. Instagram is going to go away because I've been on here for an hour. But hey, Wizzo, is that how I say it? Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I am about to get off, but I'm going to come right back on. We're going to talk about pictures, and then I'm going to do a recap. Oh no, I have another one. I have pictures and I have another one. I'll do a recap of everything, reset. We'll answer we'll do Q&A, and then I'll have that special offer for you. So I'm just gonna get back on. I'm gonna exit and then get right back on.